Hello students, I am Aniruddha Talole, lecturer in Computer Technology Department, Kekewak Polytechnic, Nasik. Actually, we are going to perform the practical based on DML commands. In previous session, we have discussed the point DDL, and this topic will explain the requirement for DML and what are the examples of DML. So DML stands for Data Manipulation Language. What do you mean by exactly a manipulation? Manipulation actually the task of accessing or retrieving a particular row of a table or tuple of a table. So DDL is responsible for performing modifications on or with respect to column of a table, but DML is responsible for performing task of modification with reference to tuple or a row of a table. So that is the big difference between DDL statement and DML statement. There are three statements of a DML category. They are insert, update and delete. Let's go one by one. So first one is insert statement. Actually the task of insert statement is insert a tuple or a row within existing table. In order to insert a tuple or a row in a table, you must know or you must aware of what are the columns of a table, what are their data types, and what is the exact name of a column or what is exactly name of a table also. So I will give you a certain note that you must at first describe the table before inserting or before performing insert into command. As per the table available within my database, I have mentioned here the name of a table along with their data type and size. So student is a table. See, student is a available table within my database with a first column register number with a data type varchar2 and size 10. Then second column is a name with data type char of size 30. Next column is a DOB with data type date, and next column is the address with data type varchar2, and these are the actual their sizes. Here size for a date is a default size and default format DDMONYY with size 7. Let us insert first row within this student table. The syntax to insert particular row within a table is insert into table name, then which columns you know, then their values with their actual values. So insert into and values are the keywords for an insert statement. Please keep in mind. So let us go for first example. Insert into that table name is a student, then list of column. I am inserting a column one by one, their names, register number, name, DOB, address. Please do not put here their data type and their sizes. You just need to enlist separated by column separated by comma of their names. So register number, name, DOB and address are the column of a student. Then as per the syntax, insert into then comes a values. So for a value I must insert a value with reference to my column and with their data type. So for a register number varchar2, I can put here 101 because that is the register number, and varchar2 allow the value in terms of alpha numeric value. So I can insert a number also or a alphabet also. So here I have mentioned, or here I have put register number as a 101. Then second one is a name column for with a data type char for a char, as it is a char data type, it must be in a single quote. So Swara is the actual name which I wanted to insert within a single quote, then comma. The next column is a DOB having a date data type, hence I must insert the default date format, that is DDMONYY. So I can put here 6 November 20 also, 11 also, or 6 November 2011 also. So this is the date of a particular student. And finally there is address having a data type varchar2, hence please mention within a single quote. So what is the point exactly? If I am inserting a number, then there is no need of keeping a single quote. But if I am inserting either a string value, character value, or a date value, then single quote is important. Then this data will get inserted within this table, otherwise error will appear. So output of this query will be one row inserted. After inserting one row, I am inserting now second row. As usual, insert into student, then next one is a register number, name, DOB, address, and values are, I am replacing the values 101, then 102, then Swara by Shravan, then 6 November 11 by 25 July 2017, then Nasik by Nasik. So I can change here value. So by this way you can add multiple rows within your table. So please keep in mind, you must have insert into values keywords appropriately along with their column name and their actual values. So after inserting a row, now next task is updating a particular row. So what do you mean by update exactly? So update is nothing but changing a particular value of a table's row. Here the changes will be made for a particular row, and the syntax to perform such a task is update statement. So update statement can be written by update table name set column name equal to value. You can specify the column value, multiple values, then where condition. So for a update statement you must know the keywords update and set, okay, and the condition is important. So let's go for example. Update student set address equal to Pune where register number 101. What will happen? It will go to the student table and find out the address Pune. So the address is a varchar, hence given in a single quote. So it will find out, it will set the address Pune and find out the entry for a register number 101. So 101 entry, if he get find, then that 101's address what was there before will get replaced by Pune. So it will rename, it will modify the particular row data or a tuple data. One more example, update student set name equal to Deepa where address is equal to Mumbai. It will at first find out the address Mumbai. So if there are 4 entries, then all the 4 entries will be for of address Mumbai will get set by a name Deepa. So care should be taken for kindly insert the record within a table which are not duplicated. So for a duplicated value this problem will appear. So the syntax of update is very much simple. Update set, then what you wanted to change please put it after set, and after where condition what you are going to change that must be kept after where condition. So this is the syntax of update statement. And finally the delete statement. As I can change, I can delete a column of a table. Similarly, I can delete particular row or a tuple of my table also. And the syntax is delete from table name where condition. here you need to specify a particular condition. If that condition is get matched, or if that condition is get found, then that dependent row or tuple will get deleted. For example, see, delete from student where address is equal to Thane. So at first it will find out whether there is a Thane available within that student table. Then if entry found, then whole tuple or whole row of that particular table will get deleted. One more example, delete from student where register number is 107. As this is a number, hence there is a no this single quote. So it will find out at first whether there is a 107 entries available. If available, then that dependent table's row will get deleted. Otherwise it will display the output as no rows found. So if result found, then if result found, then it will delete the particular row or a tuple by putting a result one row deleted. If not found, then there will be result no rows found. So that's it for today's session. Now we have discussed in this session how to insert a particular row within a table by using insert into values command, and we have now aware of how to use update command in order to update particular row value, and finally how to delete particular record from a table. So that's it for today's session. For your queries, please contact me. Thanks a lot.